En 3 segundos empieza literal.
Good.
Okay. Good afternoon, teacher. We are team number 4. Our team consists of Renato Rodriguez, Carlos Santiago, Andres Serna, Ian Alessandro, and Isidro Treviño. And we are going to present Mexican terrestrial ecosystems. First thing here, we can see a graph that shows the principal Mexican ecosystems and what area they cover. Okay, the first ecosystem we're going to present is the tropical rainforest. The tropical rainforest has the most abundant plant communities of all Mexico, which consists in a large variety of tree and plant species and that keep their leaves all year, and its trees can reach heights of over 30 meters. The rainforests are warm and humid. It is a very complex ecosystem with a great variety of species that and can be found on the side of the Pacific slope of the Sierra Madre located in Chiapas, as well as lower foothills of the Sierra Madre and the south of Oaxaca and Guerrero, usually below 1,200 meters above the sea level. It has abundant rainfall, as its name says, and has warm temperatures all around the year, which makes so that the trees retain their leaves. The average annual rainfall is of 2 centimeters per year, and the temperature is always greater than 18 degrees Celsius.
The dry tropical forest is an environment that has small trees that lose their leaves during the dry season. We can find this environment in the southeast part of the country, in the parts of the peninsula of Yucatan. The climate is mostly warm and has little rains, and the temperature is mostly from the 20 to the 29 degrees Celsius.
Nausicaulus scrub. Xeric shrublands are one of the largest terrestrial biomes, covering more than 19% of Earth's land surface. The xeric shrublands are mainly composed of small leaf bushes less than 4 meters tall, and its main characteristic are the tall cacti, and in fact, this is the most diverse plant in Mexico. The climate in this region is dry and semi-dry climate, in which annual precipitation is less than 700 millimeters and temperature varies from 12 to 26 degrees.
The spiny forest has a climate that is mainly dry, and the temperature is from the 17 to the 29 degrees Celsius. The fauna is mostly of dry plants that don't need too much water to live, and we can find this ecosystem in the northeast part of the country, that is Mexico, in the states that are Chihuahua, Coahuila, Nuevo León.
Temperate forest. The temperate forests are globally important and unique. They host the largest and oldest organisms in the world. They serve as the world's major source of timber and wood products, and are perhaps the only forest with some proven potential for sustainable management. Most of the trees are broadleaf trees such as oak, maple, beech, hickory, and chestnut. There are also several different kinds of plants like mountain laurel, azaleas, and mosses. In fauna, we can find insects, arthropods, spiders, slugs, frogs, turtles, and salamanders.
Alright, so now we're going to talk about the mesophilic mountain forests. This can also be known as the foggy forests. This type of ecosystem is generally dominated, or it has a lot of trees that range from 80 to 40 meters height. Now, These type of ecosystems are distributed in ravines, or just mentioned something like that, that are slightly sunny and humid mountains, especially in the east, especially located to the south of the east of the Sierra Madre Oriental, which covers to the south of Tamaulipas, a small part of Nuevo León, to the northern of Chiapas, and some places in the Valley of Mexico. It is located at altitude between 800 to 2,400 meters. It generally has some temperatures which are kind of humid, and it has a climate with rains throughout the whole year. This type of ecosystem has a temperature that can go from 12 degrees Celsius to 23 degrees Celsius. Now, let's talk about the organisms, living things we can find in this type of ecosystem. At first, let's talk about the mammals. The mammals that can be found in this type of ecosystem are bats, squirrels, armadillos, white-tailed deers, coyotes, and gray foxes. In the flora, we can find a mixture of boreal and tropical species, which could be an example of those species: pines, oaks, some oyamel, magnolia, luiquirambar, caudillo, and árbol de las manitas. Uh, Aside of the flora, we have epiphytic plants that can be owls and quetzals.
So now we have grasslands. Natural grasslands are ecosystems dominated by grass and herbs 20 to 70 centimeters high, which include mountains acatonales that are located in semi-arid climate zones, in valleys with moderately deep and fertilized soils at an altitude of between 1,100 to 1,500. Although these acatonales occur in subhumid temperate climate, at high altitude, they prevail in areas whose temperature varies from 12 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. Thank you.